Wait. Is that C-3PO? Oh!
I am C-3PO.
Yes! Hey!
Why are you here?
Honored Chancellor, with respect, I am here on behalf of Senator Leia Organa.
Oh,
May
we're
I
going to
speak?
see.
Go on, 3PO! Go on, 3PO. That's my guy. That's my guy. That's my boy. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all in between and outside of a spectrum, welcome to our review for Ahsoka episode 7.
I think it's 7.
It is 7, part 7. Yeah, the penultimate episode of this Ahsoka series. Another phenomenal episode. This episode had a few surprises in store. Had some incredible fight sequences. We dived a bit more into the lore. But obviously, I'm here with Jay, and so I love Ahsoka, I remember I got into in recent years when I caught up with Clone Wars and Rebels. Like, oh my gosh, I love Ahsoka, right? But Slim, right, Jay right here, I love Ahsoka because he watched Clone Wars way before I did. Watched Rebels way before I did. He's been an Ahsoka fan since day one. Yeah. What did you think of this episode?
No, this episode was really good. It's cool seeing like her fighting with what's his name?
Baylan Skull. Fantastic
Skull.
Character, my gosh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. So
spoilers from the start, by the way, but you're gone.
Yeah, so this episode obviously it starts with obviously Ezra and Sabine are reunited, and they're just on their little journey
with the caravans, yeah.
So they're just catching up.
We do flashback briefly to the main galaxy. We'll call it the Prime Galaxy, where we see Hera's on trial and Mon Mothma's there, and there's one senator who's I don't trust at all. Right?
Yeah,
he's like, there's no Imperials on my stuff, and Hera's about to get in trouble. But then
we got a nice throwback. We had a certain droid by the name of C-3PO.
Yes, C-3PO came in, voiced by Anthony Daniel. When I heard that posh English accent, I was like, that's my boy C-3PO, right? And I'm not gonna lie, when he came, because everyone's gonna go on, he was like, basically, in terms, he basically said, "Oh yeah, by the way, General Leia Organa said it's fine," and they couldn't say nothing. What can you say if Princess Leia says, "Yeah, it's cool, it's calm"? What can you say?
You can't say that,
yeah, exactly. What can you say to Princess Leia, the hero of the rebellion? How can you can't say nothing to Princess Leia? And that was so cool. And it was just that I was like, see, Princess Leia came through, man. See,
yeah,
see. R.I.P. Carrie Fisher, man. I know you'd love this. But yes, that was really cool.
Yeah, that's cool. And just the fun didn't end there.
Yeah.
So obviously Ahsoka was training on the ship.
Yeah.
We got to see Anakin again
You got to
in
see
hologram form.
Hey, it's just so great. Just
and he had his armor again.
Yeah, his Clone Wars armor, and it was a really sweet moment, obviously, because he made like 20 of those recordings for her, and
literally
when he was like, oh, he must have really cared, and she's like, yeah, he was a good master, and it's still like, you know what, I love that. I love this series has really like brought so much love for Anakin, and I think it's just fantastic. And then, of course, we see, when Ahsoka gets there, Thrawn and the Night Sisters try to capture her, and they do a very clever way of, trying to get her out and all that. And she gets onto the planet, and then Thrawn's like, go and send your men after to go and, get Ezra and get all that stuff. Again, Thrawn is terrifying in this, because no matter what, even when something goes wrong, they're like, this. You said, like, in the long run, this is a victory. There's something so eerily sinister about Thrawn. He's one of the best villains in Star Wars.
He's too good, man. Like, honestly, he's a class act.
Really is. And then we saw more Shin. We saw, again, just the moments of just and he is the guy who's playing Ezra is perfect because he's got that quirkiness, that sort of quirkiness that Ezra has. He's like, like, come on guys, let's do it. And he's using the Force a lot. And there was a bit where Shin and Bail and Scott, they separated, and Shin went to go and try and deal with Sabine and Ezra. When Ahsoka landed, after it was so funny, David Hu Yang was like, I messed up last time. Didn't I feel terrible? He's brilliant, man. But but go on. There's a moment with her, we're gone.
Yeah, no, like obviously, yeah. So Ahsoka ends up sparring with Braden Skull, and after their match, I don't know. Braden Skull's got an agenda, but I just don't know what it is. Because after their fight, he don't even go chase Ahsoka. He just kind of looks off into the distance.
So much,
and then he just goes the other way. Like
he's got his own plan there.
Yeah, it's like,
and that's the thing. So, like for me, when he just did, he went there and he looked sort of. When he went that way, he went because he could have followed her, but he didn't. Because what I thought was incredible was there's this thing where he's always he said like an impatient rush to victory is a guaranteed defeat or something, which was quite a cool line said to the Shin. But what I found really interesting is just he seems like he's the most mysterious character in this because. Yeah. Like, everybody else had their reasons for going to this faraway galaxy. They wanted Thrawn back or Ezra, but him, there's something to do with the Night System magic, something to do with that. I mean, it could have something to do with eventually bringing Palpatine back. It got something to do with, like, the High Republic, the Old Republic. It got something to do with Darth Revan. Like, if somehow this was, like, related to one of those characters from the Old Republic, like, that would be incredible. But there's something there. There's something. I think he wants to either destroy the Force. He wants to get rid of the Jedi and the Sith. There's something he genuinely just wants to end it all, right?
Yeah.
But he's, again, R.I.P. Ray Stevenson. He's done such a phenomenal job. And what's quite sad is, so next week's episode is the last episode, which will be the last time we see him. So, honestly, and then obviously, long story short, Thrawn, retracts for troopers because they've almost got everything now to go back to the Prime Galaxy. And even Ahsoka, like, she goes and sort of like, helps Ezra and Sabine, and he holds out a hand for Shin, but obviously Shin runs away, probably after Balin, and there's a moment at the end where like Ezra's like, I feel like feels like I'm actually gonna go home. And I really, really want him to go. Honestly, I hope I get to see Ezra home. Like, it would mean, like, I don't know what will happen in the next episode. Star Wars at its heart is a tragedy. It was a tragedy of Anakin Skywalker. If this somehow ends up with Ezra sacrificing himself to send Sabine and Ahsoka back, I'll be like, oh, my chest. Or somehow, because I feel, I don't know, somebody's not getting back.
Yeah.
I feel like somebody's not getting back. Like, it could be Thrawn, although I feel like Thrawn's going to get back.
No,
because
something tells me there might be a season 2 of this. So.
That'd be really cool. There is meant to be like films, which set around this time period, which is basically going to like bring together like Mando, Ahsoka, Boba, all those.
Thrawn will probably make it out.
And he'll be the main villain in that film, I reckon. But
if it was Ahsoka that didn't make this out.
If Ahsoka was stuck in there. If Ahsoka was stuck in that place, that would be something. Cause I'm not gonna this is the sort of place where, unless you've got the Star Wars or that ship, you're stuck. It's a different galaxy. Like, if you think about it, like it's like an entirely different galaxy, which I think is really cool for Star Wars to explore something we haven't seen before. So I think there's gonna be someone who's not making it back. If Sabine's not making it back, Ezra's not making it back, Ahsoka's not making it back. Balon, I don't
just going past how Star Wars is, then it'll probably be Sabine.
Do you think Sabine doesn't get back? I think there'll be still.
Are you saying Ezra?
I feel like Ezra. He would. I feel like he would. I feel like to get them back, he would. But I want to see Ezra reunited with Hera and imagine him seeing him with Zeb. That would be
because I feel like Sabine would do it to get
Ezra back
home.
To be fair, I think because I want to see Ezra. I know Zeb will give him a big hug. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like someone's not making it back. If he'll make it back, great. But I feel like someone's not making it back. Or they're going to leave it as a mystery or something like that.
Yeah.
But there's something. There's something. I like also Enoch. He
He looks really cool.
He
Yeah.
looks really cool, man. Again, it's just been a phenomenal series. I'm both excited and scared for the next week's episode because I know it's gonna emotionally scar me. I think the next Star Wars series after this is Skeleton Crew, which Ahsoka's rumored to be in, so that'll be quite cool. And I reckon eventually, I mean, Mando season 4 will be quite cool. I wouldn't mind like a series, because I think like this period between Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens, which I've been doing all the Mando and Bobo and Ahsoka, has been fantastic. And we've got a series set before Phantom Menace called The Acolyte, which is gonna be quite cool. We've got that coming out. So that'd be quite cool. Might get to see Yoda. Might get to see Yaddle. Oh, R.I.P. We could see more.
Plo Koon.
Plo Koon. Oh, I love my Plo Koon, man. Plo Koon's the guy, man. If you want, again, guys, we've said it once, said it a million times, guys. Go and watch Clone Wars and go and watch Rebels, and especially watch Clone Wars. You'll understand how much of a badass Plo Koon was.
Yeah.
Because
Soldiers are not expendable to him.
This is it. Anyways, guys, so let us know what you thought of Ahsoka Episode 7. What are your thoughts for next week? What are your predictions? If someone's not going to make it back, who do you think it's going to be? And, because if there are lots of references to Princess Leia, if we got to see, so General Leia, if we got to see General Leia Organa, that would be pretty good. Although there'd be a bit of, I get knots in my chest because Carrie Fisher, she was an absolute warrior. You know, she spoke about mental health, she spoke about all of that stuff. She was also incredibly funny as well. Yeah, Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford always remember her fondly. R.I.P. man, our princess. But yeah, guys. Any final thoughts, Jay?
Yeah, no, this has been a phenomenal series, and I'm kind of annoyed it's finishing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's been an amazing series.
It's been your favourite so far,
it's my favourite, but I'm a bit biased. But no, in general, like this has been one of the strongest. I'd say this and Mandalorian are probably the best series. Obi-Wan was really good as well.
Yeah. To be honest, for me, we're in an era where we're getting so much Star Wars content. I am living for it.
Yeah.
We're gonna get Bad Batch season 3 as well.
Yeah.
That's gonna be really, really good. Watch Bad Batch as well, guys. But one thing is, these shows aren't afraid to pull your heartstrings, man. Yeah. Anyway, so guys, we'll leave it there, guys. Keep being amazing. Keep being you. May the Force be with you, and we'll see you next week.
Peace out.